Alright, and we're live. So for anyone if anyone's here, anyone wondering what's going on, why I'm streaming tonight, Vilagen, instead of, oh, that's loud. I need to turn that down. Instead of Bugaboo, it's because Bugaboo has power outages where he's at.
Just catch a break this week.
You know what? The audio in this is way too loud. I can't hear you guys. Oh my gosh, it's way too loud. I gotta say, I turn that down.
Gotta love it.
There is like a, wait, Hilarious, you said there's like a thing that Windows has to turn that down, right?
To turn.
Like you can turn down a particular window.
Yeah. You just right-click the volume mixer. Should be in the bottom right next to your
Gotcha.
time color thingy. It has an actual word.
Font?
Yeah, that.
Oh god, why does the game not have its own, just not have its own little... Oh, it'd be so much better if it just had its own little, like, you know, setting for sound. I don't know why it's so hard. Tries again, except I'm gonna put it on window mode so I can actually get to my volume control. If not, let's go back to Bayonet in that case, because I don't want to take too long setting up a game. There's a music player, but no music option, but no sound options. It's so cruel. Okay, good. Okay, that's a lot more doable. Manageable. And if you guys talk, I should be able to hear you a little better?
In theory.
Yes, I hear you a lot better. God. There's no reason to make it that loud. It's 100%, always. Alright, where are you, Mega Man Collection? There you are. So I'm going to be playing through Mega Man 4, because it's the first Mega Man game I played through. And I think a good one. And it's not super, and it's also a short game I wasn't planning to play tonight. It's a little bit of a surprise. So we're going old school. It's also the first Mega Man game I played and beat. Okay, whatever. Also, you can cheat in this game because you can rewind.
Hacks.
Kind of like a lot of like those old like classic games. Full. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't really help. It's window mode, and I can't really change the. Screw it. We're going for it. Okay. I don't remember who I usually go for first. And I'm probably gonna suck compared to like how good I was years ago. Let's go for Dive Man. He can be a little challenging to beat at first, but eh. And this is also the first game to have the Mega Buster. It's also like the first game where like the first game in the series where it's actually kind of like, relatively speaking, not too bad. Like not too hard. The difficulty. Mega Man 1 was hard. I think 2 was also definitely hard. 3 was still tough, but a little easier, and this one's like, oh, this is not impossible. And I'm still planning to stream Bayonetta tomorrow as well. Unless, like, Bugby wants to take over and stream, but I think his schedule kind of conflicts on Thursdays. If I remember correctly.
I think so.
I remember a few years ago you started you started like a YouTube like show kind of. The idea was like games you haven't played through before, and you started like Mega Man 2.
Yes, I do remember that.
Did you ever?
Um,
I legitimately am asking because I don't remember if you did. But did you finish Mega Man 2?
no, I got sidetracked with other stuff and ended up not continuing the series or really finishing Mega Man 2. Curious
Okay.
how far I got now, though.
2 is hard. 2 is no joke. 2 wouldn't be that bad, except in the Wily Castle, there's a boss that's it's kind of unfair because you have to have a certain weapon. You have to have like full ammunition of a certain weapon, and if you don't, it's really hard. Well, you can't win. If you don't have enough ammo of a certain weapon, you cannot win against a certain boss fight.
Ouch.
It's kind of a dick move. Yeah, it's really a dick move because usually Capcom never. I don't think there's been another Mega Man game that's done that. That like requires you to have a certain weapon or else you can't win. And anyway, that's the first secret weapon. Secret, quote unquote. Because it doesn't take much to find that. You just fall down a very inconspicuous hole.
Inconspicuous.
And also I got full health back. I think that was the balloon power up. I can ride a balloon, which only shows up in this. I think only in this game. Maybe it shows up in another Mega Man game, but I don't remember that. I have played through all the main Mega Man games, 1 through 10, but I don't remember all of them. Like, I really don't remember much about 8. I even hate 8. I know a lot of people do, but I don't. And as anyone knows about Mega Man, spikes are equal death if you touch them, and if you're not invincible. Or if you're not, blinking. So this boss is like all about, he tries to pretty much get into your face. Like that. Like he keeps doing that, and yeah, see. Oh man. This is going pretty bad. You know what? If you want to keep doing it,
I thought you were a Mega Man expert.
I wouldn't say expert. Just I've beaten them. Okay, he's dead. And if we can get to the very center of the room. No, I did not get in the center of the room. If you get to the center of the room, he instead of the jump animation, he'll just automatically just be in the air. Which I think is like a glitch or something. I got a dive missile. Which is, it's a heat-seeking missile, basically, that's all. And that's Drillman's. Yeah, that's against Drillman. I also think this is like the first game, like, it had really good presentation. As far as like, when you're like, choosing robots and stuff like that. I also think the controls are a lot better in this game compared to, well, Mega Man 3 also had, I don't know. I'm talking a lot, but I feel like Mega Man 4 was like the first game that kind of like changed a bit in the series. Like, felt like it had like a bit of it, like I said, difficulty went down a bit. I feel like the overall like feel of Mega Man or the look kind of like improved. Come on. There you go. At this point, Mega Man pretty much have all of it. Oh yeah, no, this is the second game of. At this point, Mega Man has like all of his like staples. Like he has Rush, his dog. He has the charge. You know, he has a charge beam. He has a slide. Ow. Okay. Guys, made your point. Oh no, it's the wire. I don't think I've seen the wire in any other game. But I let you do that. Which would seem handy for like Mega Man and other games, but he never uses it again. Those rocks take away a ton of damage, like a lot of damage if they hit you. These guys are, okay, that's nice of them. But they only have one hit HP, so I don't have to shoot them with one, you know, bullet. All these enemies I think have 1 HP in this room, which is actually very nice. But you can already see the gimmick of this room, you have to hit the switch to spawn the floor. Yep, missed that. Oh, that was risky, actually. Oh, fuck, I didn't see that. Thanks for the one up, I guess. So this guy always begins with the same move. He's gonna jump into the ground, and you just gotta do this until he decides to come out. There you go. And yep, that's all right. Awesome. Yes. Cool. All right, you're not gonna. Yay. All right. Just okay. It's exciting. Oh, yep. There he goes again. Oh man, just look at how exciting this fight is. There we go. A boss that can waste time. Those are always the best boss designs. At the Journal Man, it is Toad Man. Because whenever you think of a scary, like, you know, design, you think of a toad.
Absolutely terrifying.
I think so. I should ask you, how's the stream look and sound?
Yeah, sounds fine.
Okay,
Looks fine.
that's good. I hope my computer can handle the likes of Mega Man 4 from 1991.
Truly an advanced game.
Indeed. Look at these intense 8-bit graphics. By the way, in case you couldn't tell, one of the gimmicks of this part of the stage is that when you jump, the wind is like blowing you back a bit. So you don't jump as far as normal. In fact, if you don't jump at all, the wind is even blowing me back if I don't, like, you know, put any forward momentum. Isn't it like everything's robots in this world, it looks like. Like the mice that are in the sewers are robots, the robots like slime things. Robotics is quite advanced in this world. And kind of like made into things that don't seem to be necessary in any way. Like even this I don't think it's not a slug, but oh, I can't remember what it's called right now. Snail. Just because. And if the snail didn't open its eyes, Mega Man couldn't win. So, same fight, but this time, you know, you can see the little thing, there's like some death pits. And you want to be careful where you're being hit, because you could fall into the death pit. You could just be dragged into the death pit. Fuck you. Screw you, fish. Another robot thing that... Well, like I said, everything's a robot. Ugh.
Wait, am I a robot?
You might be? I have no idea. That fish is just there just to be a dick. Walking on through the floor for some reason. Okay. You're gonna see the most terrifying, whoops. You're gonna see the most terrifying boss there is in the entire Mega Man series. Just look at him. Terrifying. Really hard. Skill.
Just stand there and die?
So his gimmick is he'll if you don't attack him fast enough, he'll use a unavoidable attack. The thing is, you just have to keep attacking him. But yes, it's the most epic of you know, gamer fights, like true gamer skill there. He tried jumping at me if you saw, like he did jump. He did do that, and then he danced a bit. Like you saw that, right? That was real skill that I needed to win.
Yeah, real skill.
I had to make sure that he didn't hit me when he jumped. By that I mean I just had to stand still because he couldn't reach me from that particular spot, since he jumped from the other end of the room. So you shoot that thing, it makes the room dark. If you shoot the other thing, it lights up the room. Pretty quick, you know, tutorial there, like what each thing does. And if you do shoot them out of order, the room would have stayed dark. You can also just choose not to shoot them, but that's boring. When I was a kid, I could not get past this. It's a freaking, like, floor of spikes. And you need a grasshopper. What? Like, why? What does that have to do with anything? Yeah, as you saw earlier, by the way, even though you die the moment you touch spikes, your dog doesn't. You can have your dog land on the spikes and just jump on your dog from there.
Thank you, dog.
Yeah. Dude, rush is a pretty useful. Rush coil is very useful. They changed how rush coil works in Mega Man 5, which it's not terrible, but it's definitely worse. Like, it's still functional. It's just one of those, like, why would you do this, Dr. Light? Kind of deal. I don't even know if I really need those, but that's also one of the other things that made this game a little easier. Like, there are plenty of 1-ups in E-Tanks compared to previous games in the series.
Like Mega Man 2.
Yeah, Mega Man 2 is not very nice on the, definitely extra men. And I don't even know if it's very nice on the E-Tanks. Mega Man 3 is a little nicer. But Mega Man 4 is definitely, you should have plenty. Also, 1-ups are a lot more common. Like, enemies drop 1-ups. You haven't really seen a lot, but trust me, they're a lot more common, like, drops. You already saw one, actually, when one was fighting a Drill Man. That enemy dropped a 1-up. And again, Mega Man 1 and 2 was very rare that they would drop 1-ups. That room when I was a kid also gave me hell the first time I played through this game. This whole stage is probably, it might be the hardest of all the regular, like, stages in, you know, in this game, like, of the 8 robot masters. And I don't want to shoot him because it'll, actually, he doesn't turn the red thing dark, so it's actually not too risky to shoot him. But here we go. And the red ones will fall, the green ones won't fall. As you see, man, they just like throwing enemies at you. But not too... Fuck me. I spoke too soon. I was like, not too... Oh, but not in too precarious spots, and I died. And that was the final jump. If I got through that, I was just going to be in the boss. I was just going to be going to the boss room. But of course I died. Because I spoke too soon. Because I was going to say this wasn't too bad. Then I died. Watch me like die multiple times in this room now. Also, the room does not... I don't believe the room stays dark permanently. Okay, the platforms still light up. That's good. That's really good. God, thank you. Okay. So this character also has an unavoidable attack, but this guy has a weird, like, he has a flash move that freezes you, but he only uses it at certain HP values. So as long as he never hit those HP values, he'll never use his flash attack. He's also weak against Toad. Oh. I don't know why, though, it was made like that, to, like, be like, his special attack's only gonna go off on certain values, but that's how it works. So you just use basic, and if you only go in there and use the Toad attack, which is a weakness, you will hit those values and you will freeze you. And you have to pretty much take a hit. Which seems kind of dickish. Like, I don't like the idea of an unavoidable attack, even though technically you can avoid it if you know how to, but that's a really, like, obscure thing to know. Like, people aren't, I only know that because I don't even know it was a speedrunner. I think I just read it up one day. I'm trying to remember Ringman's, oh, Fair. Yeah, Ferroman. This is... I said Ringman, but Ringman is not the weapon I got. So there's a Ferroman, because someone, I guess, wanted to make a robot of... Hey! Hey, Bugaboo.
Am I coming in clear?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you?
Your voice is... Nah, your voice is cutting out a little bit for me.
Okay. Also, Laris, you could I think you could 100% beat this game if you wanted to. It's not that bad comparatively speaking. And also, I think guys, you can agree on what most fans agree on is the music's really good. I think even today, Mega Man 4 music still, you know, it's pretty good. So holds up.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
I'm just getting hit there because it's a little easier. Because the moment these things drop, no, once they hit the end of like their road, they unspawn. So I took that one hit intentionally, so I can just walk on the spike. But yeah, it's a little tricky. I could have slid, but you can also like jump and the head will like try to go where you were on the screen at the time. Oh, thank you. This boss is pretty tough when you don't have the weakness. What up, man? Oh. Oh, that sucks. That freaking projectile's there. Actually, I want him to move. No, don't charge your shot, you a-hole. Fine, I'll just stand next to you. So, his weakness is a flash stop. He's just, you know, as you can tell, it's a little bit of an unfair fight.
Wow.
Yep, I just pretty much hit the I win button. I'm gonna just do one quick thing. Sorry. No, really? I have to, like, click on the stupid... There we go. Yep, Fairman's like thing. He's kind of like Quickman in the sense he is not as quick as Quickman, but from Mega Man 2, but he is fast. That's like his whole thing. Jumps around, stuff like that. But when you have his weakness, you just stream a bunch of times once you get him in a good position. I don't remember. It's Ringman. You know what? They chose a pretty cool theme for Ringman. Because it's kind of like an outer space kind of thing. You'll see.
Let's try this again. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Delaris, can you hear him?
Okay, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yep, I can hear him.
Cool. Oh, seriously? How many? I underestimate how much HP they have. Hey, so you have power back, it looks like.
Yes.
Because I think I was told that's what happened, right? Like you lost power.
The cave only lost power a couple times, but
Yeah, it's still enough to cause a problem.
everything turns off. Gotta restart everything. Gotta reset the clocks, and then.
Pressure route goes out.
But yeah, there must be like thunderstorms in the area or something because
Yep.
the
Well.
connection's just been terrible.
Well, it's okay. Happens. It happens.
As a matter of fact, right now I'm looking at a little circle going around and around and around and around.
Oh, the video's not loading?
Not for me. But I can see you're watching Mega Man. You're playing Mega Man 4.
Yep. I'm not gonna, because I didn't want to do a super long stream. I was like, I'll just play a quick game. Mega Man 4 is not super long.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, not a problem. Sorry that happened to you. I'm fine to hippopotamus.
Yeah, it's been kind of a weird week, you know. Weird injury, weird stuff going on. So apologies to everybody, and hopefully I will be picking things back up.
Yeah. Well, next week, just to let you know, I'm gonna be out of town. Gonna be in Maryland. Well, yeah, I'm gonna be visiting some family, basically.
Maryland?
Yep, gonna be visiting some family. So.
Maryland of Maryland.
Very merry. So I personally, viewers, cannot do Bayonetta next Thursday because I'm not gonna. Well, you know, I'm gonna be out seeing family.
Okay. All right. One of us will cover.
Yeah, I expect. Yeah, I'm guessing that'll be fine. Yeah, I'm thinking things will be fine.
I gotta do a makeup session next week anyway, so I can do that.
And I'm finding another hippopotamus because Dr. Wily makes the weirdest of robots.
Yeah, Dr. Wily's kind of an animal file.
Yeah.
He's made a robot out of pretty much every animal on the planet.
Yeah, I was talking to Lars about that. Just like, yeah, there's like a robot rat in this sewer. There's like robot rats, a slug, not a slug. Anyway, whatever. There's probably a slug in one of the Mega Man games.
Right, and there's a robot Slinky.
Yes, which I fought. Just because, why not? It's not an animal, but you know. I guess it's whatever toy.
You never seen the you never see the nature specials on Slinkies? They have
No,
a
I didn't
real
know.
weird reproductive cycle. I gotta tell you that.
I screwed up and died. Wow. That was a dumb death.
Does
Yeah.
it involve going over in pairs?
A what?
A little, yeah. And it takes advantage of their coiled biology. So, have you ever come across two Slinkies like together?
And there's my extra man.
It's really
Well, I've
difficult
come
to do.
upon them alone and in pairs.
Yeah, I think we've
Yeah,
all
well,
seen.
if you ever if you've ever come across two Slinkies that are with each other like that, it's really difficult to pull them apart.
Yeah, I can imagine.
That's true.
And
Yeah.
they make a slinkety sound as well.
Very slinkety.
I imagine. Yeah. That's I'm glad this game doesn't try to show anything that graphic between two slinkies.
Well,
Okay.
Dr. Wily may be insane, but at least he's courteous.
Yeah. Very courteous. Doesn't want to. He doesn't want to take over the.
Megaman. He even gives Megaman tons of hints on how to defeat him.
Yeah. Weird. And he always every time he makes a thing of 8 robots, he always has the decency to make sure that Mega Man can get weaknesses for all of them for some reason. Like as long as Mega Man goes down the right path.
If you closely follow the Mega Man series, then you realize that the true villain is Dr. Light himself.
Of course, because I mean, oh there we go. I finally did the little glitch. But of course, I mean, Mega Man's murdered how many robots? I don't know how many robots these Robot Masters killed. I haven't seen him kill anyone. But Mega Man's killed a ton. So who is the true villain? Oh, this is not the right... This is not... I don't have his weakness. Shoot, I chose the wrong one. Oh well, whatever. Skull Man. I'm gonna fight Skull Man with my blaster. I feel like this is like the game where Dr. Wily's through anything that's stuck in the wall. Well, no, but maybe Man 6 has Centaur Man, which is still... I think it's just him running out of ideas. Centaur Man. It's a robot that's half man and half horse and half robot.
Yeah. You know, a long time ago, I had a thought for a video game centered around, like, the actual Robot Masters.
Oh yeah, like a big sprawling RPG.
Well, more of a Metroidvania before, 50 million of them came out.
It's not like they're everywhere.
But
In every genre.
But yeah, maybe more like a 3D Metroidvania.
Actually, no. I think you showed. I remember you talking about this years ago. I could have sworn you told me about this idea years and years ago. Like this is like
Right.
back in like 2008 or 9.
Or instead of having one robot with all the powers, you'd have to assemble a team.
I'm surprised Capcom really hasn't just done something like that.
And you'd have to go like find their parts and salvage them and rebuild them.
I know
Something.
Mega Man does have like an RPG series that was for the game like handheld systems. Hilarious.
Oh, Battle Network series?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Are they good? I haven't played them before.
Yes. Yes, they are. They're very fun.
I know that there's a compilation coming out. But yeah, I don't...
Yep, I'm
Hmm?
patiently waiting for that, because I've only played a couple of them, but they were really good, so I look forward to being able to play all of them on my Switch.
I did buy the Zero Collection. Those games are hard. They're really hard. Like, oh my god. Like, they're brutal. They're games that were for the Game Boy Advance, like a system meant for like kids to play, and it was like, why'd you make this? What kid would torture himself? But as an adult, I did. When I bought the collection. God, I forgot. Music is really good in this game, man.
Oh my gosh, how many overclocked remixes do I have from this game?
Yeah, this is. I was like saying. I feel like Megaman 4 was like where the series. I feel like it's really.
You know you're old when overclocked remixes are now classic music.
Yeah. Oh, Skullman's gonna. You're now seeing me like how good I am when I don't have their weaknesses. And I have to like actually know their patterns. I have beat Skullman without his weakness before. Yeah, that was a bad showing. I'm sure there are a ton of overclock. I gotta look them up. I'm sure there's a ton of them in this game.
Yeah, the sweet spot appears to be 2, 3, 4.
Also, Skullman in this game is one of the 2 robot masters in the entire series. He will not do anything until you press a button. Like, you have to actually attack first before he attacks. Or else he'll just stand. Or else he'll just stand there. The only robot that does that is Freeze Man, I think, from Mega Man 7. I think it's Freeze Man. It's one of the Route Masters in Mega Man 7 also has that.
Mega Man 7, one of my favorite SNES platformers.
It's weird because apparently a lot of fans don't like that one. I don't know why. I think it was good.
I like it a lot.
Yeah. I really like the 16-bit look of Mega
Maybe
Man.
people didn't like it because it wasn't Mega Man X or X2.
It was just, I don't know. It's like, you look great. I was like, it's cool to see a 16-bit Mega Man. We only have one of those. And then we got Mega Man 8.
That one I'm not a big fan of.
I don't blame you.
It goes off course, like, a lot for a couple of those stages. Like, if I wanted to play Gradius, I'd play Gradius.
You know what? He can fly. Let's do a Radius level. Twice. And then a boss. And Dr. Wise. Dustman has a really interesting theme because it sounds depressing, kind of. But anyway. Back. Yes, oh yeah, it also has the most evil invention of Dr. Wily's. Jump, jump, slide, jump.
Yeah.
That is.
Like I said, Dr. Wily telling you how to get through the level.
It's like.
A true sign of insanity right there.
It's like. Yeah, it's weird he's giving me hints, but also. It is kind of evil. It's one of his worst creations.
Yasuaki Fujita. Yasuaki Fujita is the composer for the majority of Mega Man 3 and a lot of Mega Man 4 as well.
Did they bring him back for 9?
For the record.
Well, he did a great job.
Back for 9.
Yeah, I wonder. I mean, I know 9 was like.
Rockman 9, arranged soundtrack. Mega Man 10.
Okay, so he
did Mega Man 10.
Okay.
I don't know what arranged soundtrack is supposed to mean.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that means
So
either.
Maybe worked on 9. Soundtrack with rearranged songs. So he did a soundtrack album rearranging songs from Mega Man 9.
Yeah. I think it's the first Mega Man game that had like, where Mega Man can be crushed to death. I forgot about this actually. Dustman stage. The blocks. It's also a little glitchy. It's not perfect. Come on, get destroyed. There we. Oh, crap! There's still 2 more blocks.
The other one is. Let's try Mega Man 9. Oh, there were 4 composers on Mega Man 9.
Jeez. Okay. I mean, it was Mega Man 9 was made, you know, later when like I know it was more. I don't know what the right term would be. Like I guess when companies had bigger teams and I guess we're more careful
It
about
was
the.
Yu Shimoda, Ippo Yamada, Ryo Kawakami, and Hiroki Isogai are the 4 composers for Mega Man 9.
I think one of them.
Which ones? I'm sure there's a list that shows that.
I'm just taking a moment to enjoy this music. I think Dustman might have my favorite music. Well, it's one of them. But
Oh, I didn't know Mega Man 9 came out with the original style artwork.
yeah, they had. Yeah, that was part of the campaign.
Where Mega Man looks like an actual man,
Yeah.
proportionally correct man.
Back as a kid, it's all like.
That harkens way back to the original games.
Yeah. There's a fighting game where that
Hilarious,
is.
Did you know that the first artwork for Mega Man did not look like anime at all?
At least.
No.
Well, I think. Well, isn't that
Hold on a
true?
second.
No. I think it's only for the American artwork. Because in Japan, I think Rockman looked like Rockman, and then when it came
Yeah,
to
I
the
think
U.S.
it was an American thing.
Yeah, and then when it came to the U.S.,
Right,
we were
it
just
was an
like.
American. I think you're right. I think it was an American thing, which makes this particular artwork for Mega Man 9 even more amusing.
Oh, Capcom must have known. They knew. They know what we did. They knew how we bastardized Mega Man here in the West.
So it's a cute nod there. And then Mega Man 10, apparently they had promo art to make it look like He-Man.
Yeah, no, yeah, I can't remember that.
I guess.
Here in the West, we're just like, okay, we know, we see you made this character. He has a very
Mega
distinct
Man's
art
there
style.
in the blue suit, raising up. Oh, the power!
We did that a lot back then in the 80s and stuff. Like, we were just like, okay, we see you have a very distinct art style, and now we're just gonna take that and completely ruin it, and just do our own thing because I guess we think it's gonna sell. So as you can see, Lairs, obviously the bad guy this time isn't Dr. Wily. It's a guy named Kozak. I didn't mention that. You know, Kozak made these robots. That's why there's like a C when you go to the doors.
Wait, it's totally not.
Yeah, it's
Dr.
totally not Wily. Yeah, nothing to do with Wily
Yeah,
this time.
sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Totally not.
Yeah.
I believe you.
Why would Wily have anything to do with it? In fact, I mean, after 3 times, he probably would stop, right?
I mean, it would make sense.
Yeah, I would.
Am I allowed to post a link in the chat?
Don't see why not.
Would that violate something?
I don't. What's it violating?
You're a moderator. You can post whatever you want.
It depends on
Oh, that
what
chat.
the link is to.
That is a good point.
Well, it is a link to the promotional artwork for Mega Man 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
For anyone
Go
who's
ahead.
People might
interested
find
in
that
any
offensive
viewers
on the
who are
ground that
interested
is
in-
offensive.
Well, I mean,
We have to just make those tough
it's
calls.
offensive to He-Man fans everywhere, I guess. I don't know.
It's offensive to He-Man fans and Mega Man fans. I don't
thought
think we
you
can
liked
take that level
crossovers.
of like contempt right now. We only got 31 followers.
Look, it even has zeros in it, and some weird-looking chimp robot. I don't even know who that is.
Sheepman was always a
That's
weird.
supposed to be a mouse robot.
Oh, okay, a mouse chimp, whatever.
We don't know. There's just so many of them that Dr. Wily's made that we just kind of lost track at this point.
Well, regardless, good thing he finally stopped.
Obviously, yeah. I'm glad. I mean, it was just getting out of hand.
I'm still looking at a frozen frame of Rockman there with the circle. So bad. I'm just happy that I can actually talk to you guys.
Hey, it's cool. I'm glad. I'm always glad whenever people join stream. I would do it more. I miss out so often. I guess this is supposed to like be what, like a Russian? No, yeah, I guess it is supposed to be like a Russian themed like level, isn't it? Because of like what the castle looks like, and you know his name Kozak. It's probably plays into
Oh,
Oh, it's not? That was...
Interestingly enough.
Okay. Well, then I'm ignorant.
No. Cossacks are, well, I suppose the Ukrainians, right?
I'm not...
Would be Slavic, so yeah. Weren't they originally
Yeah,
from
I think
the
that's where
areas
the
around the
Cossacks were.
Dnieper?
Slash R.
So for Chinoy and
I
Alair...
think so, yeah.
So Chinoy and Lairs, just to let you know, in Megaman fashion, once you get to the Wily stages... I mean, not Wily. Why I say Wily? We're not doing Wily stages. Once you get to the final stages, you, when you use special weapons, they don't refill between levels. So you run out of weapon power, you have to like either get game over or get it back. But they do not refill. And I keep forgetting to shut off the Dr. C. But anyway. And our first terrifying boss from Dr. Cossack is a moth. Don't know why a moth, but you know, that is that's the boss.
I mean, eventually the bad guys just wised up and made animal robot masters. It's like, why not combine the two?
Yeah, that is true. All of them. That's pretty much
That's why in Mega Man X series, it's all like
robot masters. Some of them are plant.
Storm Eagle.
Yep. No, it's very. No, they keep that out throughout the entire series. Like, they're all pretty much every robot master in Mega Man X is an animal, with a few exceptions. Like, there's a cactus in Mega Man X2.
Yeah, there's a couple vegetables.
Yeah. Mega Man X5 also has like a cactus, but Mega Man X5 even has a lightning bug, of all things, as a boss.
Lightning bug.
Yep.
Those things are harmless. Why would you build a killing machine off of a lightning bug?
Just you gotta. I don't even know who to ask in that particular world. Apparently, just someone was like, "Let's do it."
You know, if you ascribe to the idea that insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result.
Yeah, Mega Man. You have the Mega Man series.
The whole Mega Man experience is an exercise in insanity. We're going to build robots to help the city. Again.
Doesn't this always
This
fail?
time, they won't be converted and reprogrammed into killing machines because nothing. We didn't install any protocols this time or anything. We're just gonna build more robots.
Sure, let's do it. I mean, you did build, like, we update the antivirus to, like, McAfee 2022 and not, right? Like, that must mean something, right?
Right.
Yeah.
We made sure to give them antivirus software straight from Wily Corp.
That sounds, I think it's a good idea. I mean, they're giving an amazing discount.
After all, it is the most trusted antivirus corporation in our community.
Yeah, PC Magazine gives it 10 out of 10.
Right,
And also
exactly.
they
Oh
offer,
crap! PC Magazine gave it 10 out of 10.
yeah,
Yep.
and they offer a VPN.
I was thinking about buying
Man.
a couple shares of Wily Corp.
Does it come with an NFT as well, by any chance?
I mean, I'm sure he's.
Dr. Wily. I don't know. Let's see. Does Wily Corp do NFTs?
They said that maybe they're evil, but not that evil. That's a very respectable answer.
Fair enough.
Apparently, he went even more insane trying to figure out what those were.
I mean, I would build a robot army to try to destroy the world and take it over if, you know, I tried to think too hard about NFTs.
I met someone that.
I'm not sure if we've
have
actually
many
ever
smart
seen Dr.
brains,
Wily
but we have
or
enough
his
to know
robots kill
spam.
anybody.
That was my point. Like, we talked about that. Like, Mega Man has killed a ton of robots, but I haven't seen any of Wily's, you know, robot masters actually kill robots. Maybe humans, I don't know, because they do.
Robots? No, well, I think they I think they do kill a few robots.
Oh.
I just mean people.
Oh.
Makes a lot of sense given
Like,
how they
they're
just
supposed
repeat
to
the
be this-
same patterns. Like Like they're not
I mean,
trying
there's
to
supposed
kill
to be this
Mega
whole
Man.
thing about, the programming of the robots can't hurt human beings.
Mega
all
Man
that
9.
Stuff.
Mega Man 9 still is a
Doesn't seem as though that's been turned off.
yeah.
You know.
Mega Man 9 kind of has a messed up premise because they introduced the fact that the robots do have like a certain like time frame when they're supposed to expire. So someone convinces them that hey, maybe you shouldn't just willingly like kill yourselves. That's like
I mean, and from a certain perspective, Dr. Wily is the savior of these robots.
especially in
He's
9.
more concerned about the welfare of these robots than Dr. Light is, for sure.
Yeah, from that point of view, it's like wait, he's right. I don't think he's the bad guy here. I mean, he kind of is because you know.
And let's not forget that the original purpose, Dr. Light built the original robot masters to do hard labor
Yeah,
for people.
yeah, that is true.
And
Yeah.
Dr. Wily gave them a choice.
That is true, yeah. That's canonically why they were made. I keep forgetting to show off. If you look, the door, there's a doctor in the sea, and the sea is shaped like shaped like a moon. Anyway, I keep forgetting to shut it off because I'm just breezing through the levels. But anyway, yeah, he gave him choice of freedom there. Here's a machine that makes a ton of sense.
X Foundation. Oh, okay. I was trying to find like what the name of Dr. Wily's corporation was. It's the X Corp.
The X Corp.
Foundation.
Interesting, given that he's not the one who makes X, but I guess that's not supposed to be. I don't know when that when that name became canonical.
It's because Dr. Wily.
Oh right, Mega Man
One of
6.
the pseudonyms was the billionaire
Yeah.
Mr. X.
Like remember, Wily's not the bad guy here. This time he stopped. Obviously, in Mega Man 6, it's someone else
Right,
named
he's
Mr.
a
X.
billionaire philanthropist, Mr.
Yeah.
X.
Exactly, yes.
If somebody came along and they said, they were a billionaire philanthropist and their name was Mr. X, then, I'd implicitly trust him.
And that he wants to start a robot tournament where they want the strongest robots to go there. You can trust them.
Right.
Nothing wrong will happen. Okay, also, Mega Man 4. Quick thing. I think this might be this is one of the only few Mega Mans. This is the first Mega Man stage that's like a scrolling stage. And also, I think this theme is awesome. But
I'm still trying to load it.
I'm sorry. It's Cossack 3 with
I'm getting different still shots.
Gotcha. But this theme is awesome. I love Cossacks. I love the theme from Cossack 3 and 4. Such a great theme. Anyway, just pointing that out. First, like, scrolling level.
Cossacks the game?
No, I'm sorry, Cossack. Just...
Well, it's been a while since I've heard.
But...
6 the video game. Yes, here's 12 guys. Go defeat the enemy. They outnumber you 2,000 to 1, have
Yep.
fortifications, are
Cossacks
better equipped than you, and if you
Sure
make
it is.
any mistake, you die.
Your weapon is the shirt on your back.
Is it that hard?
We're joking. You don't have a shirt. So good luck.
We're joking. We don't have a shirt.
I don't know. Have you played Cossacks Chernobyl?
Yes, it was my favorite RTS game for an unimaginably long period of time.
I played, like, the first level. The first 2 levels, and I asked Trinoy, like, what the hell? Why'd you have me buy this? Why'd you give... This is hard. That's like all the jokes come from, because I just talked about how
It's Nintendo hard.
it's
And
stupid.
You know it? It is actually a Ukrainian game. Ukrainian developer GSC Game World
Yeah,
made Cossacks.
there were some questionable mission designs in that game. Like, okay, so here's your fleet. You're on board one of these ships. We're not
I
gonna
talked
tell you
about
which
this.
one.
Yes, they don't tell you. You have...
Die.
You have 3 ships, and you just have to get through this giant map of a navy with just I don't know, you might be able to find a 4th or 5th ship, but you're in one of them. You, I guess, as the commander, is in one of those ships, and if it sinks, it's automatically game over. But it doesn't tell you which one it is. You just hopefully the wrong ship doesn't sink. An interesting design choice.
I absolutely adore that game. It's so brutal.
I know.
For its time, anyway, it was brutal. Now, there are people out there who would beat some of those levels with one guy or something, because
Of course.
people have more time to dedicate to video games than me, which disturbs me greatly because I play video games at work all day at work.
I don't know if we want to admit that on the stream, but okay.
No, I mean it's.
I don't mind people knowing that I play video games at work.
He's a bridge troll. He's just on the bridge all the time.
We don't get too many people who actually stop to answer the riddles anymore, so...
Yeah, that's a good point. You kind of need
also,
something
like,
to do.
most people just take Ubers across. It's really hard to catch up to those.
Hey, wait a minute! Answer my damn question!
Hey, come on. Oh, man. What's red and white?
The passenger doesn't want to, answer the riddles because they're being charged for time. So if the Uber stops, the passenger's going to be mad. And it's a whole big thing. And then you have to eat them both because everybody's yelling and screaming. It's just easier to consume everyone.
I hear what you're saying there.
Yeah.
And after that, you're going to have a food coma, so you get to play less video games. It's honestly just easier for me to go after the cyclists or something, or the occasional wizard cosplayer, which is way more common than you'd think.
I hear they're a problem up there, where you're at.
Yeah, they're everywhere. They keep throwing tennis balls at me, shouting lightning bolt.
Does it ever work? Whatever they're trying to do?
I just pick them and eat them.
That's, yeah.
You gotta throw a lightning bolt. Throw a lightning bolt at me. Don't just throw a tennis ball at me. That's irritating.
It's also
in the
lazy.
middle of my dinner or something.
That's also lazy,
I don't
like.
overeat.
That's also lazy, like, come on, man. Like, if you're gonna say, like, if you're gonna, threaten someone with a lightning bolt, then, throw a lightning bolt.
That is what it is. No respect for trolls.
Wait, do I have that many E-tanks? No, I don't have the maximum amount. I didn't hear, like, the little jingle go off when I got the E-tank, but I think it's because their sound file was playing.
Well, I'll take your word for it. I see a moon in the sky, and some stars, and a couple robotic-looking platforms.
Woo!
Or maybe radiators.
Are you, like, downloading something? At the same time
No.
as... No? Just, okay.
I'm just having a horrible night.
That's why we're here to cover you.
Just having one of those evenings where...
Oh.
I mean,
Look, it's the, natural...
I don't know what's going on, but...
It's the Slinky, the animal we were talking about.
Damn
Just,
Slinkies.
yeah, just...
I'm gonna have to de-slinkify my cave.
Yeah, they're worse than rats. And we know there really is a Slinky trap. I'm sure they're out there. I'm sure. Like on Amazon or something. And look, see? Dr. C. Obviously the bad guy.
There's C.
Yeah. You see, no, there's no, W there, so... Obviously, there we go.
So
Here's
what exactly is Dr. Wily a doctor of?
robotics. I think robotics?
Robotics?
I don't know.
Did you get a PhD in robotics?
I'm just taking a guess. I don't know what
What
else.
was his thesis?
Why I should take over the world.
How did he get by the peer review?
These are all very good questions.
So, as you can see, Laris, I'm about to beat. I'm
Dr.
about.
Mr. Wiley, I should say. We have a couple
See,
questions.
so as you can
about
see, I just
theses.
want to point out. So as you can see, I'm about to beat the game. I just beat Dr. Kazakh. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Here's a surprise.
Okay.
Please, Megaman, don't.
Oh.
My father is not really evil. Dr. Wily took me hostage and forced my father to fight you. Wait, Dr. Wily's the bad guy?
No.
Hold on.
Never saw that coming.
I
What were the odds?
I can't believe that. Apparently Kozak
Mind is blown.
was being used and Wily was the bad guy the entire time.
There is a doctoral program in robotics.
I figured
There's
that.
one available from Georgia Tech.
So as you can tell, great plot twist. Obviously, no one saw it coming.
University of West Florida has one.
Truly.
No, I'm very sure there's doctorates in. But yeah, to go back in the more important question, what was Dr. Wily's thesis? Because I actually want to know. That's a good question, Capcom.
Well,
To Capcom.
They asked him about it, and then he just threatened to have his robots kill all of them unless they ratified it, and they did.
That does sound like a good reason. Also, why did they allow him to? Why did they give him what he needed to make the robots? Who gave him that? Like, who gave him the funding?
Dr. Light.
Nah, yeah, it might be.
Obviously.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I think they were friends. Damn it, Dr. Light keeps screwing things up.
He does. He really does.
He just could have not made any of these robots. Yeah, I'm with you. He's a true bad guy.
I'm actually looking up. I'm actually searching for Dr. Wily's
Thesis.
doctoral thesis. Just to see if somebody on Reddit or something has it.
And here's one of these tricky jumps where if I jump too high, I die. If I jump too low, I die. If I don't jump, you know, because there's spikes everywhere. Because Mega Man can take a lot of things, but not spikes. Nor can X. Nor can Zero. Nor can anyone in the Mega Man universe. Apparently, spikes are just incredibly deadly. Also, screw this room. That takes all day. What are those blocks called again? Yagato blocks or something like that? They have some sort of name, and I don't bother with them in this game. I'm just flying over them. I think it was one time when Chinari saw like the ending of like what became the final level, like Mega Man 10, and that's when like the level just goes all the way up to space. I think Chinari saw that and was just like, wouldn't someone just shoot a missile at that at this point?
Looks kind of problematic, and
Dr. Wily is
it
not.
wouldn't be very practical of a structure. Probably take it down with a missile. One really good one. Just a good missile. Doesn't have to be a great missile, just a good missile.
Once again, society doesn't consider Dr. Wily a real threat.
They just see Wily's about to do something.
Dr.
They're like,
Wily
Mega Man, just take care of it.
is just a guy that wants to have robots.
Also, this is the Mega Man game where he got smart and made a robot boss of a giant Met guy, whatever he's called. I say smart, but I just mean, you know, those things are invincible when their helmet's down. Wait, how did I get hit?
Not to mention, I would say that Dr. Wily purposefully made robots that could disable his other robots in the event. You know, that one of his robots started doing something really bad.
Yeah, I guess it's weak. They're always weak to another robot, aren't they? I do like for Mega Man 7, he apparently has had 8 Robot Masters made, just in case he went to jail one day. Jason, it's like, if something goes wrong, you guys are gonna wake up, and you'll be the 8 new bosses. It's always 8. I don't know why he doesn't make more.
I honestly think that's kind of too big of an expenditure. I only keep 2 around.
That's a good point. Those things are not cheap. I think. I mean, the way he makes them.
God. I mean, just splurging for the fax option on one of them, arm and a leg. That's their name. Their arm bot and leg bot. I couldn't afford the other arm or the other leg.
Don't blame you. I mean,
My goal was to get like a whole body thing and have them do like a Power Ranger, combination thing.
That's even more expensive.
It just didn't go anywhere.
No, that's really.
Yeah, dear God, that was like a $10 upgrade. I'm not made of money. I'm a bridge troll. I literally only get whatever was in someone's wallet when I.
And these.
That presumes I remember to not eat the wallet.
But the problem is nowadays no one carries cash, so it's just I don't know how practical it is any longer. You might need like some.
Get a ton of guys up here carrying Bitcoin cards.
Oh yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I was gonna say like you're gonna need something like a credit card reader or something at this point.
You guys want to get into NFTs? I got some NFTs for you.
That's okay.
Crap, they know the answer to that riddle.
It's a riddle now. Someone's trying to.
It's what I open up with to see if they're dumb enough to, buy an NFT.
Someone like actually tried to defend.
And if they are, I sell it to them because.
Sure.
I need money.
Remember that one time someone bought an NFT for like a few $1,000,000, and then at the end of the day, ends up when he went to sell it, he lost a few $1,000,000. I think like $100 million.
There's $1 million on this. How much will you all give me for my $1 million NFT?
$10,000. No. Yeah, it was like I think he bought like this guy bought like $170 like $110 like NFT, and sold it for like like $20,000 or something like that. I remember like the news article said, man who bought $110 million NFT is bound to lose $110 million.
Just how it goes.
I had someone like defending the idea, like, well, it can make, it could be the way of the future, like, I think he was not thinking of it a way of like money, but like of like how just how certain transactions in the future can go. It's like your house deed could be an NFT, and I'm just like, that sounds really insecure. But I think it was saying like, oh, if it's an NFT, it's a lot easier to, sell the house if you need to go through, won't have to go through as much customs. I'm like, but wouldn't there have to be a ton of security for that? And wouldn't that mean there's probably gonna be like government restrictions and, protections, and then you're probably right back to square one? Because I can't imagine like.
Obviously, but if you were in on the grift early on, you made a lot of money.
Yeah, some people did. Like I read and I don't blame them for this. By the way, just to point out, the rooms when you go into the Dr. Wily bosses now have the W again, but at this point in the game. But anyway,
Curse you, Wily. Curse you.
Just some attention to detail. But no, like I read a story where like some student, like there were some students that like made some drawings and sold NFTs for them, and made some money that way. And it's just like, I don't blame you guys. You're just school students. You just played the game. That's cool. I don't mind that. I don't mind that some school students got some money.
Hey, my view on it is very simple. If you were the one doing the grifting and you made it out with money, congrats. As long as you weren't super scummy about it, I'm not gonna hold it against you. But if you were the ones being grifted, well, I'm not gonna exactly be like, oh no, it's so terrible that this happened to you, because yeah, even I, a bridge troll, knew not to buy an NFT.
They're a thing. But guys, don't worry, they're protected by the blockchain.
The and yet apparently invincible. Except when it very much so is not.
I don't know how good or bad security of blockchains are. I know that they're a thing. Like I could probably make one, but that's like a thing that I think some early like programmers do. Can choose to do is make a blockchain. Just like a little project doing aside. But anyway, so I'm up for Bugaboo. In case you wonder where I'm at the obligatory level where I have to kill all the 8 robot masters again because padding.
Okay.
Well, good
Well,
luck with
I
that.
know what that's
I gotta
about.
bow out.
All right. Sorry to hear
See you
that.
guys later.
Okay.
Catch you later, man.
Catch you later, Lairs. Pharaohman. It's so sad what his weakness is. Ooh, I'm doing really bad here. Wow, that was really bad. Dustman.
Play this one more time.
Are you trying to stream? Or trying to like watch a stream?
I'm trying to at least watch it.
Technology has not, this day has not been good to you.
It's just. Yeah.
That one better.
I'm like.
Oh yeah, Alaris saw how scary Toadman was. That how frightening of a boss he is. Like, obviously the most frightening boss in the entire Mega Man series game. Mega Man, yeah, series.
Mega Man and frightening don't exactly go well together.
Dive Man, he is actually, even with his weakness, it's not an easy fight. I did a lot better that time than the first time I fought Dive Man. Because I entered the room charging. What is, Dustman, that's right. Hey, Skullman. Just, you can sit here all day, but I have to attack. I don't know why Dustman is, why Skullman is weak against a Dustman, but, he is. Alright, and where are you, Toadman? I forgot, like, this, I forgot how fun this game really is, actually. Alright. I'm now doing Drill Man. Oh, it's dick move. Okay. Yeah, that's rough. I don't know what this is weak against. I actually forgot like the weaknesses for Dr. Wily. I know the weakness of the final boss, but I don't remember the weakness of like. Okay, I'm gonna heal. I think this one is dust. I think. Nope, can't even reach him.
Whatever it is, I believe that you will beat it.
Yeah, it's looking that way. The trick about this one is you have to shoot him at the apex if you jump. Oh look, another last stage.
Another last stage?
Indeed. Actually, I really need some Pharaoh manpower. Sweet night. Yay! The guy dropped one. Oh, the enemy dropped one of them to drop. Weapon energy. I don't know if you need Pharaoh Man's weapon. I just know he's weak against it. And that's game.
Oh, appreciate it, Vilagen.
Yeah, not a problem. And look, he's big. Yep, and oh look, he gets away because of course he does. I mean, it seems like Megaman could just bust that door and get him, but no, he just teleports away.
I mean, that'd be a lot of work.
I also don't understand why no one just sends a missile strike on this Wily base. Doesn't seem to be near. It's not near any villages. It's in a mountain, out of the way.
I'm beginning to question if they have missiles.
I think it's
Have
just.
you seen missiles? Missiles solve so many problems. Really effective.
Yeah, in this case, it might. I think it's just what Bugaboo said. They just don't think it's a threat. He's trying to take over the world, and the armies of the world is like, okay, we're scared, dude. We're terrified. We're Son Mega Man. Sure. We could kill the guy. We could kill him anytime, but whatever. We'll just let him do what he wants.
Maybe they're embezzling the money.
Ooh. Yeah, maybe they're doing stuff behind the scenes where he's like threatening the world. Politicians are
just embezzling the money. I mean, if you have a super guy that just takes care of it.
Yeah. Yeah, of course we're boosting our military defense and our funds and and developing defense for our home. Of course we are. Why would you say otherwise? That's very unpatriotic of you.
Clearly. Anyway, so that's the whole game, huh?
Yeah, they're not long games.
Well, thanks for anyone who joined us this evening.
Yeah, I'm just
sorry that our regularly scheduled programming was disrupted. Sadly, we have no control over cave power grids, apparently.
And the acts of God. Being the thunderstorm.
Yes, it was God and not me throwing around a football at the top of the cave.
Yeah, that would, because I mean that'd be weird if you did that, right?
Yeah, I can't even throw things. I'm a troll. We're notoriously bad at picking heavy things up and throwing them, obviously.
Obviously, and I mean you would have to have. I mean, and he's not under. His home isn't under a bridge, I think. Last I checked.
Yeah, so I would have no reason.
Yeah, no reason. I mean, unless Bugby, do you live under a bridge?
He's gone.
Oh.
I must have lost power again.
Again, yeah, it must be that. I agree. Must be that. I'm sure that's.
Good night, everyone.
I'm just gonna let the credits roll and show off the Robot Masters, and then I'm going to end the stream. And yeah, that was a quick, hour and a half. That was quick.
I'll catch you all later.
Good night.
Good night.
Definitely was not a speed run of Mega Man 4. It's just someone who knows how to play well enough to win. That's why it seems short, but it can be done a lot quicker. But it still is fun after all this time. Alright, and that's the ending, and thank you for anyone that's watching. Again, there's a flash surprise stream of when we decided to do Mega Man 4, quick game. Got the whole crew here tonight as well. But thanks for watching again. Hope you all have a good night.